up to it.
Yeah, I think, Roisin was talking about how, absolutely, there's an awful lot about this that's very difficult to understand. But, you think about Fine Gael's attitude to public services in general, giving things away to private actors is not exactly out of character. And I think that's the context we need to see this in. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, from Simon Harris's eyes, whether it's a religious institution or a private corporation. Fundamentally, they don't want to have responsibility for the running of public services. And they make that perfectly clear. And the difficulty, I think, that they find themselves in is that, on the one hand, they're crying crocodile tears about what's happened in the past in terms of the church, but they're not willing to do what's required to actually take our education and healthcare into public ownership, which is to actually provide those services. So I think that's really what was at the root of this deal. Buying a piece of land, taking compulsory ownership of a piece of land from an institution which owes the state money should not be a difficult task, but it would then leave the running of the hospital entirely at the discretion of the government, which I think is totally appropriate in a secular republic, but isn't something that's going to be considered, I don't think. In terms of Simon Harris's performance today, a lot of people have been talking about these assurances that he's going to seek out. But really, when you think about it, these negotiations have been going on for 3 years. I saw a quote from Simon Harris from before Christmas where he called the disagreements between Holles Street and the religious order in St Vincent's an unedifying row, I think was the phrase he used. And I saw the chairperson of Holles Street today talk about a battle that had taken place over the last 6 months. So it's been 3 long years of negotiations that were extremely difficult. And it's hard to imagine at the end of that the Sisters of Charity all of a sudden turned around and basically gave up everything they'd originally wanted. And that would lead you to believe that there have been significant compromises made, either in terms of the governance or in terms of the finances of the institution. And I don't think any of that has been made transparent.